Well, keep your umbrellas handy because the rain is here.
Or get them out. They've unpacked out.
I know.
Away for quite some time.
Find them.
Yeah, we're talking about a big change to your forecast for the past 3 weeks or longer. Now we can tell you what it means for anyone heading to the beach or the soccer field or anything outside today.
It's going to be changing. Plus, fire in the hole. The Detroit incinerator falls to the ground, ending years of debate in this Detroit community.
Now, as you look live from two different vantage points, you're going to hear from residents who are now waiting for that dust and debris to finally settle.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News starts right now.
Good morning, everybody. It is 7 a.m. on the nose. I'm Nick Monticelli.
And I'm Priya Mann. Thanks for joining us for Local 4 News today. More on that incinerator implosion in just a minute. But first, we have some serious rain moving into town.
Yeah, Brandon, how much water are we talking that will actually come down?
We have a shot at some light stuff this morning, a better chance for more widespread heavier rain later today. So first half of the day, your outdoor plans are okay. I mean, nothing violent, could get a couple of drips, but it will get worse later. We need the rain so badly, so we're actually looking forward to it. We have low and middle 60s right now and not expecting a whole lot of movement temperature-wise today. Looking at where we're seeing some of the rain down here, Oakland, Macomb County, M59 corridor, Rochester Hills, moving over into the Utica, Macomb, Chesterfield area again. But it's pretty light stuff, spritzes and sprinkles. You can see some heavier stuff to the north, moving west to east. But there is heavier rain to the south that will be pushing up here again, late afternoon into the evening for some of the heavier showers. So middle 60s here through 8 a.m., 71 the high at noon. And with the thicker clouds and the heavier showers, temperatures mainly in the 60s. Again, late afternoon into the evening, guys, will be some of the heavier rains.
All right, Brandon, thank you. The rain actually a very good thing for residents living near the I-94 and I-75 interchange.
And that's because the water will help pull the dust and debris from this morning's implosion right out of the sky. The former waste energy facility known as the trash incinerator came crashing down exactly 1 hour ago.
Paula Tutman was there watching it live as it happens and probably still had some concrete dust stuck in her hair. Paula, good morning.
Yeah, definitely. So this is down, but it's not done, because there's still a lot of work that has to be done to make sure that this particulate cloud, this dust cloud, doesn't become more of a health hazard for people who are living and working in the area. But let's start off with the video so you can see what happened just about an hour ago.
3, 2, 1, fire in the hole!
Yeah, you know what? It was very, very dramatic. And indeed, we're not talking about the entire building. It was the last remaining 3-chamber or 3-chimney smokestack that came down, but it was a big, big boom. Let me lay the groundwork of what had been happening. This final standing symbol of what was commonly known as the Detroit incinerator was watered down for dust abatement. Everything seems to have gone off without a hitch. They called for fire in the hole, as you heard. They laid the charge, and then boom, down came the building, or rather, I should say that smokestack. The history is much of the community considered this a bad neighbor. It was built 34 years ago to burn some 5,000 tons of trash per day. It also released toxins like dioxin and arsenic into the air from that smokestack. That's the poetic justice of this being the last piece of this to come down. Neighbors as far away as Windsor often complained about the smell of eggs or rotting fish. It was considered an environmental nuisance with serious health impacts. It finally closed in 2019, and then it's been slowly being torn down, and then this was the final piece. And the big thing now is the air monitoring. And so what's going to happen is the air will be monitored. They'll keep an eye on what the levels are of the particulates in the air. They do want people to stay inside, or at least wear masks when outside, because there's still a lot of dust in the air. But this is basically the final chapter, and now the cleanup, guys.
All right, thank you, Paula. Certainly a pretty miraculous thing to watch this morning, and we'll wait to see how that cleanup continues. Thank you, Paula. Former President Trump has not made an appearance since he was indicted on federal charges, but for the first time, he spoke out publicly. Mr. Trump making clear he plans to fight in court and to fight for the presidency.
He is facing 37 counts, all connected to his handling of classified documents. Garrett Hake reports.
Donald Trump unleashing his fury on stage, speaking out for the first time since he was indicted on federal charges.
This vicious persecution is a travesty of justice.
The former president lashing out at special counsel Jack Smith.
Deranged Jack Smith.
And what he called political weaponization.
The ridiculous and baseless indictment of me by the Biden administration's weaponized Department of Injustice will go down as among the most horrific abuses of power in the history of our country.
The current Republican frontrunner also vowed to fight back in 2024.
Every time I fly over a blue state, I get a subpoena. We're going to evict a totally corrupt president, Joe Biden, from the White House. And we're going to finish the job that we started.
The 37-count federal indictment, unsealed Friday, accuses Mr. Trump of illegally taking classified national security documents with him to Mar-a-Lago when he left the White House, storing them insecurely in boxes stashed in a bathroom and on a ballroom stage, sometimes showing them off, then conspiring with an aide to hide them from investigators.
Mr. President, why did you hold on all those documents in Mar-a-Lago?
The documents, whole thing is a witch hunt. It's a disgrace. It should never happen. It's hurting our country.
Much of the Republican Party has cautiously rallied around its 2024 presidential frontrunner.
I promise you, when I'm your president, we will end years of politicization at the Department of Justice and restore the confidence of the American people in equal treatment under the law.
The low-polling former governors and former federal prosecutors Chris Christie and Asa Hutchinson notable exceptions.
To me, these are serious charges that merit serious consideration by the public.
The facts that are laid out here are damning in terms of Donald Trump's conduct. And that's what I think we as a party should be looking at.
Well, President Joe Biden celebrated Pride Month with a party at the White House yesterday. About 1,000 people gathered on the South Lawn for what the administration says is the largest Pride event held at the White House. The president told the crowd that America needs to push back against what he called callous and cynical bills and laws that have been introduced in states that target transgender children. The gathering was originally planned for Thursday, but it was postponed due to poor air quality caused by Canadian wildfires.
And a little closer to home, Motor City Pride is picking back up where it left off yesterday. Motor City Pride, of course, the largest Pride festival in all of Michigan, expecting over 500,000 participants. A parade will start at noon and the gates to the festival will be open at 12:30. Tickets are free for kids 12 and under and are $5 for adults. There will be music, food, and plenty of things to do. It might be a little rainy though, so bring an umbrella, but umbrellas larger than a golf umbrella are not allowed, so keep that in mind. And as you can see, Wyandott's Swiggin' Pig Barbecue Festival is in full swing this weekend. Today, the last day to enjoy everything it has to offer. The 4-day fest kicked off downtown Thursday with some of the best barbecue pitmasters in the area serving up their best dishes. In addition to the good barbecue, there's live music and fun games for people of all ages. I feel like that has your name all over it.
My name?
Like, I feel like you'd love that festival.
Because of the barbecue or the slide?
Well, slide is number one. Barbecue a close second.
I see.
Right?
Okay. All right. Brandon.
That's all he's got. That's all he's got. Would you like to go to the Swiggin' Festival?
Listen, one of my favorite places in Metro Detroit is in Wyandotte. It's Joe's Hamburgers, and hopefully they'll be barbecuing out there along with, the rest of the pork products. But